Hi everybody, Jake, your resident content cowboy here. Yeehaw, and what a big announcement we have. Aegislash is finally announced for Pokemon Unite. What a morning to take off, right? It's the last time I try to teach my daughter how to read. We have so much exciting stuff to talk about with Aegislash coming very, very soon, which I was hoping would happen. I was like, when all the rumors were here that it was happening on Valentine's Day, I thought, come on. Give it to us midweek like you normally do, and they are doing that. We got a lot to go through, but one thing I feel from watching a lot of this is that Aegislash could release extremely powerful. And I have a couple specific clips that I wanted to show you as to why I think this Pokemon is so nuts. First, let's head over to the reveal here. So we'll just take a look at the character spotlight really quick. We'll all watch it together. I guess I'm going to have to turn off my fun music for this. Oh my gosh. So loud, buddy. Tone it down. So we see Aegislash start this here. Just swiping at this Bouffalant. It goes down. I actually felt like, maybe this is just me. I'm curious to hear what you guys thought. I actually felt like they didn't really show much in this, but either way. So we get to see it use one of its abilities here and then dash into Pikachu, another ability, couple scoring animations, and then finally its Unite move. I don't know why, but I just felt like they didn't show that much in this reveal. That being said, we have all the information at our fingertips because this character has been out and data mined for a while. There are a lot of places we could look to for some of this move information, but I actually had someone send this to me on Twitter. This is from Tezro, T-E-S-Z-R-O, Tezro on Twitter. Thank you very much for sending this to me. And this just goes over the move sets we have here for Aegislash. So this is how Aegislash works, and I think because of how it works, the outplay potential for this character is insane. It kind of reminds me of how when Zarina came out, it could just KO 5 people in a row. Well, this Pokemon has the ability to gank any lane. So coming from the jungle, it can kind of get into any lane and do such insane damage. I feel like the early game pressure from this Pokemon is going to be just brutal. Okay, so its basic attack just, it deals damage. However, it gets boosted if you hit with one of your moves, essentially. And there are ways that you can get multiple boosted attacks stacked. So as you evolve, when you're in blade form, you swiftly pierce through the enemies, dealing damage. And then when you're in shield form, you deal damage and you kind of stun them, it looks like, briefly. And additionally, it restores your HP and reduces the cooldown of your other moves. So you go in and out of blade and shield form, kind of how we all expected you would with this character. And you use that to juggle your boosted attacks and get more and more powerful. It's going to be pretty nuts. Moving on from this basic attack information here, we talk about some of the earlier moves for Aegislash. Let's see. Yeah, these are your early levels 1 and 2 moves. You have, let's see, Shadow Sneak and Iron Defense. So we'll see these in a minute here, but Shadow Sneak, you dash out and you deal damage, and then you kind of deal damage in an area. It also increases your boost count. And then Iron Defense, you create a protective force around you, and it blocks an attack and increases your boost count as well. So you are using your opponent's proclivity to attack against them with some of your defensive moves, and they're pretty awesome. We'll skip forward a little bit here. The move that they show off a lot is this Sacred Sword move. So that's that triangle that you see on the ground here. It erupts with hidden power, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect and throwing them. This is all good, but the important stuff is that it increases your boost count. And the greater number of people you hit, the more your boost count increases. If it deals damage to wild Pokemon, it increases by a maximum amount of 2. So this is crazy. Because if you catch a group of people at a fight, you have just turned yourself into an absolute monster, basically capable of KOing every squishy member of the team. It's like getting a Unite without getting a Unite. It's very, very weird. There's more that this talks about. You slash forward, you deal damage for a time after it hits. Damage dealt by the user partially ignores defenses of enemy Pokemon. So not only are you crazy strong, not only do your boosteds happen, but you also are kind of really shredding people. This could be extremely useful against shredding people like Wiggly or something like that, who is a notorious bottom lane monster. Let's continue here. If you don't pick Sacred Sword, you could pick Shadow Claw. Shadow Claw is the move that they show less of, but it does look pretty cool. You hit multiple times after the final Rising Slash that deals damage to the opposing Pokemon. It throws them, and then the boost count increases by 1 when at least one of the 3 slashes hits. However, I think once it upgrades, it increases more. Is that correct? Where is it at? The user does a final slash, increases by 1. Increases, okay, the upgrade increases critical hit rate for basics boosted and all moves except Unite when the last attack hits. Oh, that's what I was thinking of. So it doesn't increase your boost anymore. The other one seems like it gives you more boost. It's probably the move you're going to go with, but we don't know what the critical hit rate increase is for Shadow Claw. It might be so legit that you're guaranteeing critical hits with this, so you come in and you just destroy everyone with massive damage. Your other 2 moves are Wild Guard and what is it? Iron Head. Wild Guard and Iron Head, or Wide Guard, excuse me. So these are both really interesting. They basically are counterplay moves. You want people to hit you a bit when you have them. So you focus for a short time, you create a Great Shield. When the Great Shield appears, the boost count increases, so you already get boost just from using the move. You shove opposing Pokemon, and you receive a shield effect. When the Great Shield is present, if the user is attacked by an opposing Pokemon, the boost count increases by 1. If it's attacked again by a different opponent, the counter further increases. The boost count can increase by a maximum of 2 due to attacks from opposing Pokemon. Okay. And then if all of the HP that is gained from the user's shield effect is depleted before the Great Shield disappears, the user performs a shoving motion. This further increases the boost count. So basically, you dash in with your, what was it, King's Sword? Sacred Sword, excuse me. I keep wanting to say Kings. Everything's Kings with me today. You dash in with your Sacred Sword. You get all of these boosted attacks. And then it's boosted, 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 boosted. And then you immediately switch over to your Wide Guard. They start hitting you. You get all your boosteds back into blade form. Boosted, boosted, boosted. It's just going to be crazy. The other option is it feels a little more aggressive, Iron Head. So you kind of dash into them, you deal damage, it increases your boost count, and it protects you with a special shield for a short time. It doesn't stop hindrances, but it can nullify damage. When the shield blocks an attack, it disappears, and the user's boost count is increased. So I don't know if it's actually a full-on block, because this does say nullify damage, so I'm wondering if this is one of those moves that can, like Sylveon's Calm Mind, that can tank an entire Unite move or an entire Talonflame's Fly damage fully. That would also be really, really incredible. So we're going to have to see how that works, and then its Unite move has the user unleash a ground-splitting slash in the designated direction, dealing damage to the opposing Pokemon. The lower their percentage of HP is, the more damage it deals. If you knock someone out, the boost count increases. So this Pokemon is just set up to wipe entire teams. And I've got some footage of some moments that might lead you to believe that this character could definitely do that. Let's take a look from... this is actually interesting. I saw that they did this with the director of the game, which is really cool. They kind of interviewed them about the new Pokemon coming out. There's a bigger video about this on Crashy's channel, so I will just say if you want to check out a kind of commentary on the full thing, go for it. We're just going to go through some moments that I thought were pretty interesting. First, we'll just show off a couple of the moves here. So he's going to dash over this wall right here with the Shadow Sneak. Obviously, he's setting up that this Pokemon could be a decent jungler. And then you can see that boosted attack, how it kind of hones in on the enemy. Oh, we do see the Iron Defense just a little bit here. And you can see it actually looks like it does tank the damage entirely. Let's take a look at it again. It might be because it's low damage from this Ludicolo, but it looks like it completely tanks the damage and gives you a boosted, which is... Stuff like that is crazy, because what if you're tanking a power-up punch from Lucario, you know? There are so many things that you could, you know, tanking a fly from Talonflame. There's so many things that you could tank that are just incredible to nullify all the damage. Moving on here. He does upgrade to the Sacred Sword attack, and you can kind of see the way it works here. He also goes with the more aggressive move. You can see actually dashing in, getting that boosted, and then getting hit, getting that boosted again. And again, it looks like that is a complete nullification of damage. So it just could be so insanely powerful. Using that at the right time, you dash in and you completely tank one of the biggest moves in the game. Imagine just dashing in, tanking Blastoise's Unite move. It's just crazy. So the moment I wanted to show you was how I thought this really strong gank could go from this Pokemon. I think we see it here. Yeah, we see it right here. So this is what I'm talking about. This is what could be so insanely powerful. This could be the thing that makes Aegislash a meta Pokemon. This is the thing that could make Aegislash like a must pick in some certain situations, and it's because of how powerful it can be at each one of these B ganks. So watch what happens here. He uses his Sacred Sword here. We see him using it. There are 4 Bs and Lucario there. I don't know if we also see Gengar there as well. So we could see this boost gauge just get absolutely like sent to the freaking moon. It's crazy good. And then he's immediately allowed to do insane damage on everyone around. He actually doesn't take advantage of this situation very well. That being said, he can move around the battlefield and just start to destroy people in this moment. I think this early gank from this Pokemon, because you will be level 5 coming out of the jungle, could be nuts. Again, you get all these boosteds, and then you immediately are heat-seeking onto people, dealing all this damage. It's pretty crazy. I don't know if we get to see a good example of the Unite be used in this footage here. I can't remember if we saw a good one. I feel like maybe they didn't show it used very well. It's a little tough to hit. I don't know if they did show it. They might show it earlier in the video here, but its Unite is an interesting situation because it does deal a lot of damage, but it does look like it's a pretty tricky thing to land. However, without using it and without getting the feel of it, I wouldn't know if it's tricky to land or if it's just, it is what it is, you know. I'm trying to think of a move that is not tricky to land, but it feels like it should be. And then there are other moves where you go, oh, actually, oh, you know what it reminds me of? When Ice Fang first came out for Mamoswine, I felt like that was pretty difficult to land. And then you think of another move like, oh, I don't know, Hyper Voice by Sylveon, where you're like, is that going to be easy to set up? Oh no, it's incredibly easy. You can do anything you want with it. I really think what we've seen so far from Aegislash leads me to believe that this Pokemon could absolutely destroy, just destroy. Those early ganks at both Bs, I mean, this thing could be a monster. And then imagine in a team fight. You land one of these moves in a team fight, and all of a sudden, this thing is bouncing around to all your carries, taking them out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Obviously, we'll know more once I get my hands on this character very, very soon. I love you all. Thank you. We'll talk soon. Mwah!